To use this word processing software, there is a computer device which we use it, and it is the keyboard, right? So everybody should know what is a keyboard, how to use a keyboard, what are the keys in the keyboard, okay? What languages we can write using the keyboard. Everybody should know that, isn't it? So let's learn about the keyboard. Okay. It is essential to know how to use a keyboard when preparing a document with a word processing software. By practicing to use the computer keyboard correctly, computer typing can become very easy and more efficient. Everybody should know how to use this keyboard correctly. Okay. If you don't know how to use this keyboard correctly, then there may be some problems can occur. Understood? So everybody should know how to use a keyboard, how to type the letters using the keyboard. Understood? Because there are some people who are using only one finger to type the letters in the keyboard or the numbers, right? So sometimes it can some issues, some health issues can come if you use the keyboard wrongly, if you didn't use the keyboard correctly, right? So here, if you practice how to use the keyboard efficiently and correctly, you can type very fast, you can type efficiently, okay, if you learn how to use the keyboard correctly. Okay, if you for an example, I will we will learn it from this lesson. Typical keyboard. Normally everybody's keyboard look like this. Okay, it looks like this. The keys in the keyboard can be divided into several groups based on the functions. So if you see your keyboard, there are a lot of keys, right? We are dividing these keys into several groups. Okay, for an example, if you see this color keyboards, this is called escape key. ESC mean escape. Escape key. CTRL mean control. This is Windows key. This is Alt key. Okay. Like that, there are some keys. These keys are control keys. We call them as what keys? Control keys. There are some keys in purple color. Can everybody see? Ah, these keys are called as function keys. Okay, so there are control keys, there are function keys. These functions can be different from software to software. Not all the functions are same in every software. Okay, it can differ. Character keys are there. So these, the yellow keys are called as character keys. Normally, mostly we are using the character keys, okay, to type. There are navigation keys here. These are navigation. And there are numeric keypad. This is a numeric keypad. There are some computers, there are some keyboards where they don't use this numeric keys. Okay, there are some the keyboards where they use this numeric key. What are the control keys? These keys are used alone or in combination with other keys to perform, say, certain actions. The most frequently used control keys are Control, Alt, and Escape. Mostly we use this Escape key. Okay, everybody uses this Escape key. Escape key is normally used to close the software. Normally when we want to close something, normally they use the Escape key. Control key, we use them for an example. If you want to do something, you use this control key. We will learn it, okay? We will learn it. So don't hurry. And also we use the Alt key. So these three keys are used frequently. Okay. Next one, character keys. Character keys, you know why we use these character keys. These keys are used to type in letters, numbers, punctuation marks, and symbols when preparing a document. If you want to prepare a document, you should write letters, you should type letters, you should type numbers, you should type punctuations, right? For this, we are using the character keys. The function keys. What are the function keys? These are the function keys. So we use the function keys are used to perform a specific task. The functionality of these keys may differ from program to program. Okay. So in these keys F1 till F12, you should remember it. There are 12 function keys. How many function keys? 12. F mean function. Function 1, function 2, function 3. That's it. F1, F2, F3, F4 till F12. So function keys we are using to perform specific tasks, and it may differ from program to program. They are not same. Okay. Navigation keys. What are navigation keys? Navigation keys, these keys are used for moving around on a page, web page, and for editing text. They include the arrow keys, home, end, page up, page down, delete, and insert keys. For an example, now this is a PDF reader, right? This is a word reader. We call it reader, the Adobe Reader, right? So in this, if you want to go to the page down, there is a key here. See, page up and down. So if I press the page down, what happens? It goes down. See, can you? If I press the page down, it goes down. If I press the page up key, it goes up. See, isn't it? If I use the N key, it goes to the end of the document, the last page of the document. If I use the home key, it goes to the first page of the document. Now understood. Next one, the numeric keypad. The numeric keypad is used to enter numbers quickly. So this is the numeric keypad. We use this to calculate numbers very easily. How the keys are arranged in a typical keyboard is shown in figure 4.1. It is also known as QWERTY keyboard. These keyboards are QWERTY keyboards. Why it is called as QWERTY keyboards? See, the letters are not in alphabetic order, right? Not in A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It starts with Q. Q, W, E, R, T, Y, U, I, O, P, isn't it? That's why these typical keyboards named as QWERTY keyboard. What keyboard? QWERTY keyboard, right? Considering the design for alphabets. In some cases, keyboards that are slightly different from this type of keyboard are also available. There are some other kinds of keyboards also. So, use of caps lock keys. Caps lock mean there is a key, okay, there is a key in the keyboard named caps lock. Why we use this caps lock? Okay, if I press the caps lock, it will be on. Why am I using the caps lock? Everybody should understand. I am using the caps lock key to type the capital letters. Why am I using the caps lock key? To write the capital letters, because normally when you are typing using the keyboard, the letters will be typed in lowercase or in simple letters normally. If you want to write in capital letters, you use the caps lock key in your keyboard. See, when the caps lock key is pressed once, capital letters are typed. When it is necessary to type normal letters, press the caps lock key again. If you press it one time, then you can write down in capital letters or in uppercase letters. If you press it again, it will writing lowercase letters or simple letters. So that is the use of the caps lock. What is the use of the shift key? There is a key called shift under the caps lock in your keyboard. What is the use of the shift key? Now you press the, it means you press the caps lock and leave it, then you can write in capital letters. Okay, but normally you know the letters in the keyboard, when you write them, they can be, they the letters in the keyboard normally is written in simple letters. Okay, so if you want to write the simple letters into capital letters without switching on the caps lock key, you can use the shift key. For an example, shift key. Okay, press the shift key. Don't take your finger from the shift key. Okay, pressing the shift key with letter A will come the capital letter A. It will type. Now here, press caps lock key again. This is caps lock. I am telling the shift key. Use of shift key. Again press the shift key. Write letter A. Then A will come. Here, okay, this one. Press the shift key. Can you see in these keys? If I will show you here. See, in number 1, there is another symbol, right? The exclamatory symbol, the dollar symbol, the person symbol, the and symbol up. There are some other symbols, right? In some keys, there are two symbols. See, in this, there is greater than and less than, comma and full stop. If you want to type the comma and full stop, just press on the comma and full stop, then it will be written. But if you want to take the greater than and less than, then you should press on shift key as well as in the greater than key or in the less than key. Then you can take it. Space bar. Why we are using space bar? To keep spaces between words. We are using space bar to leave space between words. It is used to create an empty space between two words. If pressed once, a single space is created, and if pressed twice, two spaces are created, and so on. If three spaces are created. So for an example, pressing 1, there is a 1 space between thank and you. If you press it twice, there is 2 spaces between thank and you. Tab keys, why we are using tab keys? To keep a distance space, not a small short space, a distance space. It creates a somewhat big space between two words. If you use the tab key, a somewhat big space is created between two words. Pressing the tab key once creates a single space, and pressing it twice creates two spaces, and so on. For an example, see here. Now here 1 space, right? If you want to keep a big space between those two words, you can use the tab key. See, the space between thank and you. This is single press. If you double press the tab key, there is a pretty big space between the two words. Enter key, you know, when you are using the enter key, it moves to the next line. Pressing the enter key once moves the cursor. What is the cursor? This is the cursor. Can you see something is blinking here? It blinks and comes blinking. That is the cursor. So if you enter, the cursor goes to the next line, or the word will go to the next line. Now understood? Arrow keys, it moves the cursor up and down, left or right on the screen. So using the arrow keys, you can move the cursor up and down, right and left. Backspace key, there is a key. I will show you. This is the backspace key. See here. This is the enter key. There are two enter keys. One is in the numeric keypad. Another one is here. And there is a backspace. Backspace we are using to erase letters or words. When pressed once, okay, if you press it once, it deletes any character. One letter only will be deleted if you press once. Space, number or any other object to the left of the cursor. Cursor's current position. Now if the cursor is here, okay, I will show you. Right? Now the cursor is blinking, right? If you put the cursor here, this is the current position of the cursor. If you press the backspace, the I will be deleted. Okay? The I will be deleted. So wherever the cursor is located, it will erase the letter with it. Understood? So I'll wind up the class and hope everybody understood the lesson today. Until we will meet again at the next class. Thank you for joining the class, everyone, and have a nice day.